Doug. Looks good. Walker Smith, you did it, kid.
Lincoln County finally wins the ball game 10-7.
The field's all ready, so somebody get the lights. It's Lincoln County football here on Football Friday night. So come on, all you fans of the mighty red and white, and see the Red Devils get another win tonight.
Yeah. All right. It's a beautiful afternoon. Captains are meeting in midfield and take it away, Dan, with that sideline mic.
Number 54, Trey McAllister. And number 82, Andrew Osborne.
The officials are showing the corn. Watch heads and tails.
We have white. My name's Patterson. Mr. Hill will be your umpire. Mr. Ballou will be your head linesman. Mr. Honia will be your back judge in the back. Mr. Goldwright around the corner, line judge. You are the captains. You're responsible for the conduct of your team. Make sure you take that seriously, because otherwise it goes to us. That's what your responsibilities are. All right? Any questions? All right. We'll call it what you call. Tails. That's a head. That's a tail. I will cross it. If I drop it, we'll do it again. What was your call? He called tail. It is head. Red has won the toss. He's going to defer. That's all? Yes. All right. Back to the scoreboard. Swing around.
There you see Abbeville won the toss and will be receiving.
Okay. They won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they'll be receiving the second half. So Lincoln County will start this 2010 season by receiving the ball. We called tails, it came up heads. Let's see if we don't take that open and kick off all the way back. Just a quick rundown out here, looking out there. Abbeville, the Knights dressed in, what do you call it, yellow or gold? I guess that's supposed to be gold, but it's bright yellow pants with a red stripe or burgundy stripes, maroon, whatever kind of color you want to call it. And the burgundy jerseys with the yellow helmets, Lincoln County, and the silver pants and white jerseys with the red numbers, and of course the red helmets.
They look just like, really like Arizona State. If you want to kind of picture a college team, that's
Who does?
Abbeville.
I thought it looked like the 49ers a little bit.
I like college.
You like college?
Yeah, I like college.
And tonight, just for reference points, scoreboard is to our right. The school gym, I guess that is to our left, and we're looking across the field to our stands. Of course, they don't have the biggest stands over there, but we do have our fans in their stands.
Yeah, we're full just about over there, which I'm glad to see that.
And this is that time of the season where we got to learn new names and numbers.
So bear with us.
If I called out somebody's name that played in 1985,
he scored 10 touchdowns
bear
last
with me.
year. All right, we're about to
And this season is underway. It's going to be kind of a short kick coming down on the 25. Fielded and bobbled by number 11, Craig Jones. Got it up, takes it across the 30 and brought down at about the 34, and that's where Lincoln County will start the first possession of the 2010 season.
Actually, it looked like we had a pretty good little seam there for him, Doug, but he kind of slipped or bobbled the kickoff, and we're going to have to talk real fast because they already on top of the ball ready to go. First and 10, Lincoln County on their own 34.
We're going with the no-huddle offense this year. We'll talk about that in a minute. Jones back in the shotgun, two wides right, one to the left, one set back with him. Going to be a little handoff to Jones going off that left side, and he's got a quick first down across the 45 for Lincoln County. Like I said, we got to talk quick, think quick, because they go with no huddle. Coach Doolittle's scheme is 12 seconds after the ball is blown dead. He wants that next snap.
First down in Lincoln County on their own 46.
Shotgun, two setbacks this time, two wides right. Another handoff to Jones again, and this time he gets stumbled up at the line of scrimmage, still manages to fall forward and pick up maybe a yard. Be 2nd and 9 for Lincoln County.
Yeah, just they did a good job breaking down our blocking on the left side, so we go bring down second down. We call it a short 9.
Wide outs on the right side are number 12, Denzel Gumby, and number 2, Darren Gladman. Back in that shotgun, hands off again to Jones. breaks one tackle, gets loose, going to be close to the first down. We'll have to see where they mark him.
Yeah, it's going to be real close. That time Jones did a good job kind of picking his way through the blocking there and actually gets close. They're going to call it third and wow.
Third and I think I'd ask for a measurement. They need a measure. What? I don't think they got it, but it's close enough. I would have measured. High snap, fakes to Jones. Sherman keeps it, gets the first down. He's across the 45 down to about the 42. What's going to be interesting here is late third quarter, fourth quarter, going this no huddle.
And my understanding is we've got just about 2 offensive lines, Doug, that can go in at any time. So
okay.
that's going to be interesting.
That can wear a defense down in a hurry.
Yeah.
Back to shotgun still again. Fakes it to Jones. Sherman keeps, goes off the left guard tackle spot. Picks up a yard or two, just shy of the 40-yard line. Or they're going to say he got to the 40.
Yep, we'll put it right on top of it.
Nose of the ball just touching the 40.
2nd down and 8. Lincoln County on their 40-yard line now.
Opening drive. Lincoln County's picked up, 2 first downs now?
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Jones coming out in motion. He's going to flip it out in the flats to him. Pass, he's got it. It's across the 40. Second effort's going to get him about the 37-yard line. That time Jones was set back there in the shotgun in the setback formation. Goes in motion, and Sherman just takes it and just quickly flips it out to him.
Yeah, we picked up about, 3 on that particular pass play, but Sherman threw a strike out here. 3rd down and 5.
All right, ball's on the near side of the field. Motion from left to right from the far side. It's going to be to number 2. Fumbles the ball at the 40. Mason Saggett's coming across, gets the ball, and as he turns up, gets hit. Somebody looked like the helmet came in there right on the ball from the tackler and just popped that ball out. So Abbeville will take over on the fumble at their own 40-yard line. Lincoln County had a drive going. And let's see what our defense can do. We got a 4-man front. 4-3 looks like what we're going with. Going to be a handoff to the setback, coming to the short side of the field. And Abbeville's first play, they're going to pick up a quick 7 yards. They get up to about the 47.
2nd down and about 3 on their own 47-yard line. Once again, got a lot of new faces on offense and defense this year.
All
right, Abbeville breaking the huddle. They're coming with a full house backfield. Quarterback's going to turn, hands to his tailback, trying to follow the lead blocker, but we stuffed the hole.
Wow.
No game. Maybe they may even put him down for a couple-yard loss.
Yeah, Trey come on kind of looked like just a little stunt there from his linebacker spot. Trey Brown, number 9, and knocks him back for about a 2.5-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 4 now for Abbeville.
Big 3rd down for each side there. We hold them, they punt, they pick up good yardage, they pick up 2 or 3, get close. They may well go for it on 4th.
There is no score.
Abbeville's running a tight offense, everything up tight, full house backfield. Breaks it open right down the middle. He's in the open. It's a foot race to the end zone. Can he get pulled down? He does, but it's at the 9-yard line. Nothing but just a quick dive play up the middle, and he got in that secondary.
Like about the 4-yard line. He got on about the 4.
Okay, on the 4, my bad.
So that's... First and goal, Abbeville trying to strike early. We had 8:12 to go in the quarter. They're on our 4 already.
There wasn't anything fancy about that
No,
play.
sir.
Just
Right
a quick
at us.
dive right off right guard, right tackle area. A little wishbone back there. 3 backs with the quarterback. Turns, hands to his back, following the 2 lead backs in for... Picks up maybe a yard or 2 out of it. It's going to bring up second and goal from about the 2.5.
Coach Matthews told me earlier, Doug, that they run a lot of what we used to run in the 80s and 90s. Just that
Power.
Wishbone power. Yeah, power.
Wishbone power.
Yeah, they're on our 3 now.
2nd down and goal.
And if you watch this next week on TV, there's a post right in front of the camera, so you're both going to have a distorted view there. Another handoff going to the outside, and touchdown, Abbeville. 7:19 in the first.
Wow. So the Panthers score quick on us. It took them, I got about 5 plays. They went 60 yards. Of course, that one come on about a 50-yard burst by one of their tailbacks. So they've drawn first blood. We were moving the ball, and we coughed it up, and Abbeville takes it and scores, and it's 7-0. 6-0, excuse me.
Snaps there for the extra point kick. Kicks up high enough, far enough, and it's straight enough, right down the middle. Abbeville quickly goes up 7-0 over Lincoln County.
All right. Doug, we want to take...
yeah, let's get a quick commercial break.
All right.
Appetite, try their nachos, hot dogs, sausage dogs, cappuccino, coffee, biscuits. They even carry alligator ice. Open early till late, they're there when you need them at Bryant Crossing, Augusta Highway, 7 miles out of Lincoln, and locally owned and operated.
All right. We're back here with the Lincoln County Football Network. Abbeville has scored with 7:19 to go in the first quarter. On their first drive, we were driving, got it all the way down to their 40, fumbled the ball, then they took it down in about, 4 or 5 plays? They got
5 plays.
5 plays, a 5-play drive to go 60 yards. And they're going to kick off. It's going to be a little floater kick. It's going to be taken at about the 10-yard line by Mason Sagas. Comes to the middle, cuts to the outside. He's got a lane. He may go all the way. Got a man to block, cuts back across. He's going, and he's going to take it in. I don't see flags.
No yellow.
No yellow.
He kind of made up, didn't he?
Yep, he did. He's the one that fumbled. He said, hey, I got a bad now, I got a good. On that play, he got it down at the 10, kind of ran a little bit like he's coming back up midfield, saw a little lane to the outside, got outside, came downfield around about the Abbeville, 30. There was 2 defenders and 1 blocker for him.
Yeah.
He kind of faded like he's coming back to the middle, got their momentum going that way, and he just cut back behind him. And Mason's got speed.
Yeah, and whoever threw that block, man, he did a good
Yes.
job leading him. Maybe I couldn't get his number. Maybe Dan got it.
I did not see the number before the play. I told David, I said, we need to return one right here and answer this.
Yeah,
Yes.
Good call.
Dylan Arthur getting set to kick the extra point. Snaps there. Kick is up high enough, far enough, and straight enough, and we're back with a tie ball game. Bam, bam, right back to it.
All right. And let's take a timeout, Doug, real quick. Get
Okay.
some more commercials.
Scrambling. Hardware. For all your building needs from the foundation to the roof. Open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. till noon on Saturday. Call us at 706-359-3217 or find us on the web at spratlandhardware.com with access to over 70,000 items. No shipping cost on online items. Spratland Hardware is a proud sponsor of Red Devil Football. Call us at 706-359-3217 or find us on the web at spratlandhardware.com.
All right. Lincoln County just returned a 90-yard kickoff to tie the ball game back up. Mason Sagas returning that. Dylan Arthur comes out, kicks the extra point. We're getting set to kick off to Abbeville. I keep wanting to say McCormick, but it's Abbeville where we're playing. 7:05 to go into the first quarter. I want to say it's third because it's hot and I'm ready to get out of here.
I think Jarvis Jones is our kicker.
Kicks a kind of a low line drive, bounces at the 25, picked up by Abbeville. Guy tries to come left, goes back right, got a lane, but we're going to get him, but he's going to pick up some yards. Is he still up or down?
Yeah, he finally got him at the 47 or 48.
Looked like we had him at the 40, but he managed to keep going somehow or another and gets it all the way up to about the 47, 48. That's where they'll go from right there with that. And we've got a Lincoln County player down on the field.
I think it's 12. Gumby is one there.
Didn't say Gumby.
Yeah, so they're going to take over first down on about what?
Great fun.
All right, we got 6:52 to go in the first quarter, and we're tied at 7. Abbeville with the ball on their own 47-yard line.
All right, let's see what they're doing. Got one setback wings either side. Going to hand to the setback, coming to the left side. We're stringing it out. They're going to pick up a few yards. Not many. We strung it out good. He got it. Took it to about the 40. I picked up a yard. They marked him at the 48. brought him down at the 49, so it'll bring up 2nd and 9 for Abbeville.
I think Jones, number 11, was in on that the first one to make contact. He did a smart thing, wrapped him up around his legs and waited on some help.
That's the best way to put the brakes on.
That's it, buddy.
All right, Abbeville going back with the wishbone backfield. Got a wide out to the far side of the field. They're going to turn, dropping back to pass, looking, and he's going to dump it off to his relief out at the 50. He's got it at the 40, cuts back at the 35, the 30, and inside the 30. Just some good hard-nosed running by the receiver right there. It's almost like the relief man catching the ball and they're picking up, what, about 22, 23 yards out of it.
And if he wasn't to give out, he may have just went on. He might still be running. So Abbey was on the. Hey, great play call there. You got to hand it to them. Suckered us in with the run and then hit a nice little pass out there and gained about 20, 23 yards. 1st and 10, Abbeville now on our 28.
Abbeville breaking the huddle, sending a wide out to the far side, which is to our side of the field, but where we're at. Man in motion, left to right. Going to be a toss sweep to the right side to the setback. And somebody puts their face right in his midsection. But he breaks away from him, tries to do a little spin around, and number 10, who is number 10 this year, Alan Cricht, comes in.
I know. But, hats off to Trey, who made the first initial hit. That's cool, man. They're going to lose 7 yards back to the 35. So,
no disrespect.
Who is number 10 this year?
Who's number 10 this year?
That's great, man. 2nd down, and we'll call it 17 for Abbeville now on our 35-yard line. We're at 5 minutes to go in the quarter, and we're tied at 7.
Y'all need to get a look at their left tackle, number 50.
Yeah, he looks like a man, doesn't he?
I stood beside him. He is a man.
All right.
Early termination and other fees apply. Coverage details at vcw.com.
All right, Abbeville running the play. It's going to be a fumble. Who recovers? Try to do a little fake handoff, then an inside handoff, and I think Lincoln County recovers the fumble. And we do. Lincoln County will get the ball with 4:56 to go in the first quarter. So it's been, each team has lost one fumble each in this first quarter. So Lincoln County's coming out, getting set. Got Purcell Daniel in the backfield with Sherman back in that shotgun. We got 3 wides to the left, 1 to the right.
Flag.
We got a flag about. Did somebody line up off sides?
I don't know.
He's not the official to throw the flag for a delay.
Oh,
they're going to say Abbeville was in that neutral zone there, or not the neutral zone. He was in our zone.
Yeah, he's in
5-yard offside type penalty. So we're going to stay with that same formation. 3 wides left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Sherman back at quarterback. Daniel back at the setback with him. He's looking to pass. Throws out in the flats to Mason. He's got him right there near the first down marker. I don't know if it's stepped back after he caught it. It's going to cost him getting the first or not.
Yeah, I think it will be.
I think it is. If he caught it and fell forward, he would have had it, but he caught it. He kind of took a half a step back, and that took him out of the first down, so to bring up.
Yeah, it's 2 pretty good pitches, though, Doug, by Franklin.
All right, the 3 wider to the right side this time. And he's going to hand off to his setback in the backfield. He's got the first down across midfield at about the 48. Who was on that carry?
Daniels, Ursell.
Ursell Daniel on the carry. So they're kind of shifting Daniel and Jones in there in the setback position.
Yeah, keep them fresh, man. Keep them fresh. I think we're loaded at tailback this year, I think.
Banks wide on the right side. Then you got Mason. Then you got Scott. 3 wides on the right. Sherman dropping back to pass. Throws across midfield. He's got
Mason, Sagas again.
Sagas at the 15. Pulls one down.
30-yard completion. Boy, he looks good back there, don't he? I tell you what. Time, you give somebody time, and once again, Coach Matthews talked about how our Franklin worked over the summer, and wow, we give him a little bit of time, he may do something special. We're on their 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
And we're still going with that no-huddle offense. We're set. Sherman looking over the sideline, getting the signs. And we're going to hand off to Daniel in the backfield. Tries to go left, nothing there. Reverses back and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that was a beautiful no
Maybe
game.
Gets a yard out of it. So it'll bring up 2nd and 9 with the ball on the 14 for Lincoln County.
They give him a yard.
They gave him a yard out of it.
Thank y'all.
Got 2 wide left, 1 on the right side. Shotgun still with 1 setback. And it's going to be a Sherman keeper all the way. He gets hit at the line, spins away, and they're going to stack him up, and he's going to, all that trouble is going to pick up maybe another yard.
There's a flag in there. I don't know what it is, but there's a flag on the field.
Yep, I see it now. Thank you, Dan.
Flag on the play.
Without the flag, it was about a 1-yard gain.
Boy, that big left tackle really hit him. Oh, they got a face mask. Looks like.
All right. Face mask should give us some yards plus possible first down. Should be 1st and goal after they mark everything down. Blue light special. Mark down.
Is it a 5? Yeah, 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
Incidental.
He said, I did not mean to.
An oops.
An oopsie daisies. But that's going to give us a kind of a free down, 2nd down, and what that's long 3 short 4 there, Doug, maybe?
Yep. With the ball, on about the 8. Scott doing that little H-back stutter step motion, going to hand to Daniel, going to the left, breaks a tackle, going to get.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is he still on his feet? I thought he was down at the 5. 2nd and 3rd effort. I thought there were 3 Abbeville guys grabbing him.
Yeah.
They went down. I thought he was in the mix.
Go ahead, Dan.
We're still moving. He got through there. It was big.
All right, so Ursel scores with 3:02 to go in the quarter, in the first quarter, and that puts us up 13-7 with the PAT yet to come.
What was that, an 8-yard run?
Yeah, 8 yards.
And what is that? Tyler Banks doing the holding for the extra point.
Yep.
Dylan Arthur doing the kicking. Let's see what happens. Snaps here, kicks up. High enough, far enough, straight enough. Lincoln County goes up 14-7 with 3:02 to go in the first quarter. We've got 3 scores in this first quarter. All right, you want to pop
yes,
us a commercial
sir.
in
We're
right
going to take a
quick?
timeout. We'll be back in just a minute.
When you want good food in a hurry that's affordable, there's Hardee's of Lincolnton. They have a great selection of combo meals, breakfast biscuits, hamburgers, and chicken combos, plus the best fried chicken you'll find anywhere. Now enjoy Hardee's new thick Angus beef burger that's available in 1/3 pound, 1/2, and 2/3 pound sizes. The new thick Angus beef burger is now available at Hardee's in Lincolnton. Enjoy cool treats, shakes, and your favorite Coca-Cola drinks. Even hand-dipped Mayfield ice cream. Dine often at Hardee's, corner of Highway 378 and 47 in Lincolnton.
All right, we're back waiting for Lincoln County to kick off again to Abbeville. We just scored on that 8-yard run by Ursel Daniel. Lincoln County's up 14-0, and we're still in the first quarter. Kicks here. It's going to be a little high pooch kick. It's going to be fielded at the 30, and 2 Abbeville guys ran into each other as one of them caught it, and they knocked each other down. So Abbeville will start right there with the Abbeville guy tackling his own man.
I don't want to hit
at the 32.
I don't know about you, but I like that kind of kick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea, Dan. You're exactly right. Just whether he meant to do that or not. I meant the kick, not the tackle. I'm sure he didn't mean to do that.
I thought the tackle.
You ain't right, man.
All right, Abbeville got a little confusion. I'm not knowing exactly what they're doing. Going with 2 setbacks. Quarterback's going to keep coming around left side. We have a missed tackle.
Yeah, we got to go ahead and hit him now.
And he's going to pick up a first. Somebody just come flying in there, not trying to arm tackle at the shoulders instead of putting that shoulder in there.
Just found out Danzel is headed to the locker room. Looks like they're carrying him off, so we'll try to get some info on Danzel as soon as we possibly can. But in the meantime, we're up 14-7, 2:45 to go in the first quarter.
We can't do that arm tackling stuff. You got to put the shoulder pads in the gut and wrap the arms around the legs. Wishbone backfield going to hand,
fumble.
And it's going to be another fumble, but I think the quarterback's going to fall on his own fumble for Abbeville.
Hey, guys.
I keep wanting to say
they are going to send Denzel on to the hospital for X-rays.
All right, great. Thank you. I mean, not great, but thank you, Dan.
Great. Send him off.
No, I meant great. Thank you for the information. Dang, Doug, don't make me be a bad guy. Danzel's a great kid, as a matter of fact. we coached in baseball, middle school baseball, and such as that. So our prayers are with Denzel. Hopefully everything will turn out all right. 2nd down and 10.
And Abbeville's in the shotgun. Got 3 wides, 3 receivers on the right side. No, he's up under the center, takes it, drops back, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. I thought they were in a shotgun, but they wouldn't. Just had 1 setback.
All right, so it's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 10. It sure would be nice to get that football back. 3rd down and 10 for Abbeville.
That was one of those timing patterns. He just threw that ball to a spot, and there was nobody there.
All right, so 3rd and 10. We're at 1:54 in the first quarter, and we are on top 14-7, and let's get this thing back. You know, looking down at that, we're not huge this year on the defensive front.
Well, we got
yeah, but we just have to go out.
We got some McDonald's burgers up there.
Oh yeah.
And Abbeville does a little razzle-dazzle, send it in from the right side around, picks up about 3 or 4 yards out of it, out the whole mix. Had a man in motion from left to right, a man coming down from the right to left, fake a handoff from the left, hand back to the right, coming to the left. I couldn't say all that again.
It's 4th down.
I was watching that, and I didn't understand what you said.
But wasn't that pretty close to what happened?
We used to call that like a crisscross left, where they kind of did a little cross buck over here on the left end.
All right, punter standing back on about the 35. We got 2 receivers back between the 20 and the 15. We got Sagas and Jones. They're going to kick. High kick. It's going to be fielded by Jones, and he's just going to come straight on to the side. No chance to get to the wall. I think the wall was trying to set up to the other side.
Yeah, there was a wall there of burgundy jerseys, about 5.
And in that situation, you just catch the ball, protect it, and just, if you get something, great. If not, we got the ball without it rolling back further.
And he did just that. 1:05 to go now in the first quarter. Your Red Devils are on top 14-7 after falling behind early. We've come back with 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter.
And this is our first game, Abbeville's second game. So, you know, the jitters should be on us.
Yeah.
Get back to that in a second. It's going to be a handoff to Jones. Going to the left side. He's going to ease over the 25. They're going to mark it about the 26, 27. You know, being first game for us, only second game for them. Only been, 2 penalties? One, an incidental face mask,
and then they were
one they had a guy lined up in the neutral zone.
These guys are letting them play, which we hope they do that the rest of the game. You know, if it's blatant, let's call it, but let them play football. And so far, the refs are doing a good job letting them do that.
We're coming close. This should be the last play of the first quarter right here. We get it off. It's off. We're going to fake it to Jones, and Sherman's going to keep it, go around left side. He's got a lane. He's got a block, and he's going to get tripped up at about the 40. Couldn't get around that one guy. First down stops the clock with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, Franklin went off left tackle for about 13 fast yards. It's going to be 1st and 10, Lincoln County. Actually, he picked up close to 15 yards. I thought they spayed away on the 42.
And we may get this playoff, get another playoff right here.
Yeah, like we.
Or they may just say, let's go on and take it to the quarter. No, we're going to run it. And it's going to be a handoff to Jones, and they're going to catch him in the backfield. And he struggles trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but it's going to be about a half a yard shy, so he's going to lose about a half a yard.
That just looked slow. Everything was slow about that.
Yeah, I think everybody was waiting for the quarter to end.
You're right.
And after one complete quarter of play, Lincoln County 14, Abbeville 7. Let's hear from some of our sponsors on your Lincoln County Football Network. All right, we're back getting ready to start second quarter of play here with Lincoln County up on top, 14-7 over Abbeville. And Lincoln County has the ball. It's going to be second. We're going to call it second 11 on our own. The nose of the ball is just over the 40-yard line. We got 2 wides to the left, 1 to the opposite side. Motion man from right to the left. That's Sagas, shotgun formation, 1 setback. Going to hand off to Daniel. He's going to get grabbed in the backfield, staying on his feet, and they're going to throw him for a loss back to the 35. Our blocking on the right side, that on our left side, their right side, just fell totally apart.
So we're 3rd and 16, maybe 17. Looks like they've seen something maybe, and they come crashing over our left side of our line, and it's 3rd and forever.
They keyed on something. They had 3 men shooting through on that.
Yeah, it was like
on our left side.
Yeah, so we're 11-20 to go in the half, and we're up by a touchdown, but 3rd and about 16.
All right, setback, Sagas in motion. Now we got 3 receivers on the right side. Sherman rolling right, looking, drops it, throws it in and out of the hands. Who was that?
7. That was
Banks.
Banks.
Banks
It wouldn't have
goes
been enough,
up.
but yeah.
Vertical leap as high as he could go, and the ball just went through his hands.
So we're going to give it back to him. Kind of those, losing 6 or 7 yards running the football, it's going to be hard to pick that up. Of course, we did a good job. We rolled away from pressure that time. But anyway, with 11:07 to go in the half, we're up 14-7, and we're fixing to give them the football back.
This will be Lincoln County's first punt of the 2010 season. Garrett Moore will be standing back on his own 22. The receivers for Abbeville will be standing right near their 30-yard line. Snaps there. He gets a kick away. It's going to be fielded right at the 30 and immediately nailed. If you could tell by the by Edison. Who was that on?
Gladman, Darian Gladman.
Darian Gladman he caught it and bam, he was right there. It was like hello Volkswagen meet the Mack truck.
Almost like his own man set a pick. Because the guy receiving the ball didn't even see number 3 at all. He didn't see Darian at all.
Yeah, so they'll start on their 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for Abbeville. They're down 14-7, but they've got the football.
He'll be seeing him in his dreams tonight, I guarantee you.
That was nice.
Abbeville going with the wishbone, everything in tight. Got one out to the left side, back on the right side, following his blockers to the left. They're going to get about 8 yards out of it.
Close to over 9, right at 9, Doug, I believe.
All right, they're going to give him
that guy's tough now. Yeah. He's tough to bring down.
I'm going to tell you, we should have had him for a yard at the most.
Yeah.
We were there. We just didn't make the play.
Yeah. Oh, they're saying
they
got
gave
10
the first
yards.
down out of it. I didn't see that happen.
So 1st and 10, Abbeville.
They're still going with that wishbone. Lincoln County's in the 5-man front. We're in a 53 defense. Abbeville trying to run it off right tackle. Picks up a yard or 2. That's going to be it.
Yeah, we did a good job that time just clogging it up there in the middle. So they get about a yard. 2nd down, we're going to call it a 10:25 to go in the half till half. We are on top 14-7. 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. And it's pretty nice out here tonight.
The sun's done gone down. It's
cool
off a little
nice
bit.
when you're sitting in the air conditioning.
Hey, look.
Oh, is that why it's so cool in
I
here?
wonder, and it's blowing right on my
We got
neck.
the windows
I
open.
thought it was a cold front moving
We
through.
got the windows open, man. Abbeville in the shot, in the wishbone, and they're going to hand it to the fullback going up the middle, and
There
we're
you
going
go.
to stack him up. Probably a no-gainer. I don't think his forward progress got him anything. So it'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Abbeville with the ball on about the 41.
Look like is he cramping up? No, I guess it's okay. You don't really get anything. That was a good football play all the way around. Their running back there wouldn't stop, but neither would we. And that was a pretty good little football play right there.
We called a team meeting in the back.
You're right, yeah.
Jatavius and Trey, they were back there with a couple other.
Is it me or is Abbeville kind of sluggish coming out of the huddles now?
Just
they're not. There's no pep coming up to the line. And it's an option. Quarterback's going to pitch.
We got it.
And we're going to bring him down at about the 45. He needed to get to the 50, so it'll bring up 4th and 5 for Abbeville. Should bring in the punting unit for Abbeville, and let's see what shakes out. And, speaking of cramps, usually a hot night like this early season, you see some of that, but we haven't had any
so
of that
far,
yet.
so good.
So it could be some good condition, especially on our side.
We got timeout on the field here. Let's see what's going on. Timeout Lincoln County.
County's calling timeout. All right.
But it kind of hit him right in the backside there. And yeah, so we'll take over on about the 19-yard line, but it could have been a lot worse than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the drink concession tonight, we have
All right.
$2.
We got wide out on the left side over there. Who's that?
Looks like Bond, Turner, and
7 or 17?
87 right here. Banks way
87,
over
okay.
Yeah. Turner, Sagas, and Banks are your wide
All
outs.
right. Sherman in the backfield. He's got a setback. That's Craig Jones, setback with him. Abbeville in that 4-man front. And we're going to hand off to Jones going to the right side. He's got a little seams, crossed the 25, 26, 27, and he's down. Picks up, what, about 5-6 yards real quick. Going to bring more than that.
Close to 8.
8,
yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, y'all didn't get to see the, I think because y'all were screened from it, but he lowered his shoulder and put a nice boom on his tackler.
And I like what we did, putting that guy in motion over there and help with the blocking on that side that time.
We got the 3 receivers on the left. Shotgun again with 1 setback. And he's going to hand to Jones again, coming to the left side. He's got a seam and a first down. He's crossed the 35, takes it all the way out right to the 40, picking up a Lincoln County first down with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lincoln County is up 14-7.
They're really crowding it in over our center, Doug. It looks like we're going to, if we get a little block and be able to run outside a little bit, the way they're really packed up in there tight.
First down for Lincoln County.
And let's see here. We got the 3 receivers on the right side. Going to hand to Daniels this time. Goes right, cuts back in. Going to bring him down into 40. We got a flag. I'm thinking maybe some motion.
Yeah, something happened there.
That looked like the motion referee.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning. Said, I done told you once, I ain't going to told you no more. Now get back. They've gotten, the past couple of years really strict on that sideline stuff.
Yeah. Second down. Yeah, that was really not even a flag, but the next time it will be a penalty, I guess.
The wides on the right side for Lincoln is Banks, Sagas, and Scott. 7-2-6.
8-7-6. Oh, that was right.
Turner wide on the left side. We're on the short side of the field. Wides to the wide side. The 3 wide outs. And Sherman's going to. Intended receiver was Banks, and
I'd love to see him tuck that one and get those 5 yards there.
He could have picked up 5 out of it.
I think so, yeah. But we're up here, he's down there. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't know what instructions he's been given.
Exactly. So 7:35 to go in the half. We're up 14-7, but we're kind of faced with another third and long, and we'll call it 10, although we got about a foot on a play a minute ago.
What we got? 7-2-6 on the right side. Sherman dropping back, looking to pass, throwing deep down the middle, just beyond the stretched hands of Sagas. He couldn't quite get his fingers on it, so to bring up 4th down on the incomplete pass.
Now I hope we saw what just happened there, because if he'd have thrown to the outside had nobody anywhere near him. So they were keying on Mason that time, and we had Tyler Banks in the flat.
And I'm like you, Dan. Everybody was downfield. Everybody.
Yep.
So we're going to give them the football back. A good football game.
Our second punt. Moore will be standing back on the 26-yard line. Their receivers on about the 31. Moore gets a good spiral. Good spiral. If we can get down there and down it before we get to the end zone, it'll be inside the 10. Inside the 5. Right at the 5.
55-yard punt. You don't hear that every day.
No.
Good
One of those good spirals are just kind of a line drive type spiral to that. And you knew when it went down, it was just a matter of could we get somebody down there and to down it before it got into the end zone.
To score 14-7 here and 7 minutes left to play, it was nice to get a punt to pin them inside the 10 like that.
7-17 to go in the second quarter. Lincoln County up 14-0. We've punted. We got them down with their backs to the wall with the ball on their 5-yard line.
14-7.
14-7.
Comes the quarterback wide.
Coming around the right side. Got lots of room. Tries to go up and over. Somebody gets up in it at about the 21, 22-yard line.
17 yards there.
Everybody thought that they had gone with the dive to the fullback there, and he kept the ball. It was a nice ball fake.
Yeah, great job. 17 yards gets them out of a hole. We're at 7:08 to go in the half, 14-7. Lincoln County and Abbeville's got the ball, and they just got out of that hole we put them in.
That was a good call.
Great. Oh, absolutely.
Your money would bet, your safe call is to run a dive to get it out of the hole. Quarterback hands to his tailback going around the left side. We hit him at the line, and he still managed to pick up.
He's tough.
Some more yards. Gets 10 yards out of it. I mean, he was. Yes.
Wow. He can run a football. We got a guy slow to get up again. Who we got?
Who we got getting up slow?
Brown, Trey Brown.
Ball will be started on the 33-yard line.
We hit him pretty good, and I'm assuming it was Trey. I don't know who, but he just kind of bounced off him and just kept on going. They're out now to about the 33.5-yard line, and wow.
Abbeville breaking huddle, sending the wide out to our side over here. They got that full house backfield, the wishbone up tight. The backs are right there in the quarterback's back pocket. Handoff to the tailback, following two other backs on that right side, stacking it up, stuffing it up, picking up about 2-3 yards.
Yeah, just a good, what is that, a cloud of dust and a
2.5 yards in a cloud of
I don't know.
dust.
They're going to give him about, looks close to 3. Just can't quite see when it's that many bodies around really how far he gets out. So it's going to be second down, and we'll call it. The scoreboard says 7, but it says we're up 14-7, about halfway done with the quarter now.
All right, Abbeville got everything up there tight. They're in the back pockets of each other.
Here he comes.
Quarterback keeping again, slides back inside the end spot. He's going to pick up the first down. He's at the 45 and down.
Their fullback does a real good job on that dive look. He keeps his hand up like he's got the ball the whole time he's coming through the hole, even when he gets to the linebackers.
Freezing the linebacker up so they can't slide down.
They got an official time here, a little water break time. And with that, we'll go.
Lincoln County's up 14-7. McCormick has the ball.
Abbeville.
I've been trying to say McCormick all night. There's one of them Carolina teams we're playing. I don't know which one. I mean, they're all the same.
Look out now. He might get us run out from up here.
I've been trying to say McCormick all night long for some reason. Abbeville. Wishbone. Hands to his back, going around the left side. We grab him at the line. He falls forward, picks up a yard or two. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 with the ball on about the 46.
Number 9, Trey Brown of the Red Devils.
Picked up a couple of yards. They moved it out to their own 46 and a half yard line. 2nd down and 8. We're on top 14-7 with 5 minutes to go now in the half. And they've already moved it 40 some odd yards. They started on their 5 and they're up to close to the 47.
That first play from scrimmage down there on the 5.
Yeah, that hurt.
Gave him a big boost. Still in that wishbone, Abbeville is. Quarterback's going to keep it, coming around the right side, stringing it out.
Ooh.
Takes a hit.
Thumb of the ball.
And
They can't call him down. They cannot call him down. Wow, he was not. They may have recovered the fumble. Ooh. I'm assuming he recovered the fumble.
Who made the hits?
I think it was Scott.
I mean, he
lowered the
Rusty hit
boom
him,
on
and that quarterback bounced back about 2 yards. I mean, it was like,
Wow. I'm guessing, though, they covered that football. They're going to give him about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
I don't know if they ever considered a fumble.
I never saw the beanbag.
That's what I was going to say. The beanbags never come
But
out.
it came out as he was going down. It looked like now, But get some.
4:30 to go to the half. Lincoln County up 14-7. Abbeville with the ball. 3rd down. Quarterback rolling to his left, looking to pass. Gets a little pressure, gets it off. Downfield, incomplete.
That's Gladman again, Doug, number 3.
He goes up with the defender and the receiver both go up, and then just.
That was by Darian Gladman.
Yep. Oh, Darian. Darian for a little while. I don't know how long he's been back in Lincoln, but he went to. They transferred to Washington for a little while, but I'm kind of glad to have the little rascal back now. I coached Darian in middle school baseball. He was a heck of an athlete there. And so A's brought it out to the old football field. 4:18 to go in the half. We're up 14-7. Looks like we're going to get it back.
Sagas and Jones deep to receive the punt. They're standing on about the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. Punter on the 25, gets it off. A little spiral coming to the short side of the field. They're going to hit on the 30, bounce, rolls to the 20, 19, 18. And they're going to down it right there. We'll take over with 4:08 to go in the half from that punt.
That was a nice shank, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
really. So,
Not a bad punt.
You're going to see Garrett Moore coming out the quarterback now.
all right. Just give Sherman a breather. Have you heard anything? Everything's
no, it's
okay.
Just to give him a breather. They don't want to take him out on defense at all.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he's got to on offense.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
Moore's in that quarterback. Give Sherman that break to get rested in case they put a drive on with if they get the ball back. Moore hands off to Jones. Jones gets wrapped up in the backfield. We're going to lose a couple yards. Like I said, they're blowing in there off
somewhere there.
Both tackles. They're blowing past our tackles like crazy.
Yeah,
I'm saying they're coming from the outsides.
Yeah.
On that play, I believe, to keep the ball. He didn't want to let
go. You're right,
Dan.
Dan.
Pull it out of his belly.
And it's going to be Moore keeping going up the middle, and he's at the 20 to 25. Picks up some good yards. I don't know if that was a busted play.
No, that's what he wanted to do a while ago.
Okay.
What did Dan? Yeah. So Garrett picks up about 7 yards, maybe 8 yards.
Yeah, he gets it all the way to the 25. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 with 3:15 to go to the half. Just let Garrett run back up the middle again and get the first down, and let's get a drive going and see if we can get something on the board.
In the scrimmage game, he was pretty tough to bring down against Thompson. You know, Thompson being a AAA opponent.
He's getting up under center, and we got everything in there tight. Nothing's out wide. We're stacked up there. Going to be a toss back to Jones.
Close.
He's going to be close. Goes off the right guard tackle spot. Let's see where they mark him. I think they're going to mark him short.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. About a half a yard short.
What we gonna do here, Dano? Timeout's what we're gonna do.
2:35 left. I don't know.
Oh, and they bringing a big old boy in. I bet he's gonna bounce right over the sun.
They set the chain. Does the clock, the play clock start?
Yeah, when they
restart.
I bet they try to draw him off sides.
Timeout, Abbeville.
95672 or 706-832-0999.
All right, with the Abbeville timeout, Lincoln County decides to punt the ball. Moore going back to the 15-yard line, getting set to punt. Abbeville has nobody back deep, so he just needs to wow one out of here, and he does. It's going to take end over end. It's going to hit down at the 35, rolls to the 30, the 25, the 20. Just let it go down. Let it sit there.
We got a flag, Doug.
All right. But why do we want to go into down? Just stand there until the official says, okay, and run time off the clock.
Well, it was a timeout. It don't move.
But it keeps running until it's downed.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
We too quickly down it. Just get around it. And all right, they're going to say we were all sides. They're going to move us back 5.
Now they'll put return guys
and
back.
We'll
this is liable to be a 20 or 30-yard penalty right here. But you know what I'm saying? But for just 5 from the line of scrimmage.
Or the potential for them to get some serious run back.
Yeah.
But I don't think most folks, of course it's not halftime yet, but I don't think most folks thought it was going to be Lincoln County up by 7 at half.
You're right. I really don't think so either.
And then with our no-huddle offense, you got to almost think that will play in our favor second half.
Right.
From a conditioning standpoint.
So we had them down one on about the 20, so let's see where they end up bringing
Moore
it back.
will be standing back on the 10 this time. This time they do have receivers back, one on about the 40, the other one on the 45. A little high snap, Moore comes down with it, kicks it away, it's going to be fielded at the 42. Return to the 45, 46, 50, all the way back up to our 46.
33-yard penalty.
Yep.
I mean, when you think about it now.
But in the books, it only goes down to 5.
Exactly. Wow. 2 minutes to go in the half, and they got it on our side of the field on the 46. So I don't think time will be an issue here for the half, for them to go in maybe and try to tie us up.
I know you need about 3 more things to do, so that would be an interesting stat to keep. Penalties and net penalty.
Exactly. That was
what
a
it
big
really
one
is.
right there, buddy.
And Abbeville's going to hand to their second back coming out of the backfield, going off that right guard tackle spot, gets across the 45 to about the 43, picking up a couple yards, clock running down to minute 55 to the half.
Trey looks pretty promising now, Trey Brown.
Yep. Abbeville going with one setback. Quarterback's going to hand to that setback, going to left side.
Good job.
We're going
I thought.
we have our hand on him at the line of scrimmage, but he still managed to pick up 2 or 3 yards, gets to the 40.
From what we were told about that young man who was looking at him, mostly to play safety on defense.
All right.
Gain of 4 on the play. Third down and 3.
So 3rd and 3. They going with the wishbone. Going to hand to the last back coming out of the backfield. He's got the first down. Just crossed the 40, 35, all the way to about the 33. A minute 8 to go through the half. Clock stops for them to reset the chain. As soon as they set the chain, it'll start back. And see what each team has 1 timeout left. Clock started running, but down to a minute. They got motion left to right, hand to the motion man coming down our side, and he's going to get hit. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4, but he's going to take a lot of time off the clock.
Yep.
Did a lot of east-west running and only about 2 yards
Actually,
north-south.
he was bobbling it on the handoff there, and that kind of threw his timing off a little bit. We're getting late in the half.
Quarterback from Abbeville up in the center, 1 setback. 3 receivers on the left side. He's rolling, looking left, fires out in the flat. Was it?
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Receiver trapped it.
Number 11, Forrest Gray.
28 seconds.
Yep, 28 seconds to go. The only thing I don't like, they get it. If we can hold them here, I'm cool, but they get the ball back beginning.
Yeah, they won the coin toss, deferred to the second half, so we'll be kicking off to them to start the second half.
That just gives us the opportunity to start at the second half for them with a 3 and out.
Ah, I
Yeah.
like your thoughts, your thinking, your something.
Ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Third down and 7.
Abbeville breaking the huddle, got a wide to the right side, got another one going left. Quarterback in the shotgun all by himself, got a man in motion left to right. Fakes it to him. Quarterback's going to roll left, keeping it. We keep him in bounds,
Good
and
job.
they bring him down. We're down to 20 seconds. There's only 1 timeout left, and I think they're going to be using it pretty soon here.
Yeah, they got a man down. Now, does this take away their timeout? That was a good job by us.
I
They
think the
put a
coach
big
had
old.
called timeout before the man was seen down, so they charged him with the timeout. He got no little
Well,
hand.
he's a young man. I'm old. That's what I meant. Young man.
All right, 16
He ain't no little man.
seconds. And they do charge Abbeville with the timeouts.
Yep, still 0 left. Now, I would say they go throw it. I may be wrong.
They may have time for about 2 plays. Quarterback dropping back to pass, looking, we're getting pressure on him. We're going to sack him. We're going to bring him down at about the 40, bring him down on the 45, but I think they're going to say his forward progress was, up about the 42, but the big thing is was that 4th down?
Yeah, oh yeah, that was
Okay,
it.
okay.
We got the
I
ball
lost
with
track.
9
So we're
seconds
going to
to
get the
go.
ball back with 9 seconds.
Good pressure up the middle by big number 70 for Lincoln in that time. Greg Parks did a good job putting pressure on him, and I'm not sure who else got in there, but
So was Moore going to air one out?
I don't know.
He's looking around and counting, making sure we got only 11 out there. We still got them coming out on the field.
I'm not sure. Are we going into the old curl formation? I'm guessing.
He's up under center. Are we going to drop back on the knee and just take it to the barn? That's
Yep,
exactly
that's
what we're going to do.
And that's what I guess.
Air it out.
I know, you like that,
Oh.
All right. Now, I'm not sure. We take it back to the station now. Is
We're
that
going to
right?
take it back to you, Jimmy, and we'll be back after we hear these reports on the affiliate, WGSC, as they're going to bring the first part of the halftime show, and then we'll be back after that for the stats and scored on your Lincoln County Football Network. And this second half is underway. The kickoff is made. It's going to be fielded, muffed by Abbeville to the 5-yard line. It comes around the right side, and he's got a lane. It's at the 30 to 35. Somebody grabbed his jersey and finally slung him down
42.
at about the 42.
Kreitz might have, Jones, Jarvis Jones might have saved a touchdown. Hey, that guy, he saw it. We had like one guy over on this side, Doug, and that young fella's eyes got big, and he hit that seam hard and burst out to their own 43-yard line, 42-yard line, and they'll take over from there.
All right, Abbeville, first play from scrimmage in the second half. We're up there. We got 6 folks on the line looking for a run. It's going to be a run. Sweep going to the left side to string it out north-south, finally east-west. One way or the other, but they're going to pick up about 3.5 yards. Going to bring up second. We're going to call it second and 6.
33, Stephen Morris.
You have to excuse me, I'm texting.
Oh, I thought you were on.
I have a child who is.
We got plays to make this a 3 and out, like I said.
All right.
So it's going to be second down. And
3 and out, and we get it back. Be good. Good deal.
yeah, we
But
would
a
like,
second
we
and
would
6. They in the wishbone. Everything's in tight. Nobody's out wide. Going to hand to the second back, following 2 lead blockers. He's going to go off the right side, across the 50, stacking it up, staying on his feet. Finally brought down right near. I believe he's got the first down.
They're doing a good job up front too. Now he didn't get hit till he was through that pretty good, and then they kept pushing. So Abbeville gets the first down of the second half, and they've crossed over into our territory on our, we'll call it 47-yard line. We're 10 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the third quarter, and it's a 14-7 Lincoln County lead.
They're still in that wishbone. We got stuff up tight. They got it up tight. Hands off to the back, going off left tackle. Tackle guard.
You know, they just keep getting like three or four to clip, man.
Just got bombarded by a beetle.
Poor beetle.
Come flying in the window, just going back down on people.
But don't worry about them folks down there below. So second down, we're going to call it a long 7 for Abbeville. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third, and it's 14-7. Abbeville with the football.
Abbeville in the wishbone again. Second. You're going to hand to his second back again, and this time he's going to get a no gainer. Probably he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, big Greg Parks that time, hitting in the backfield. Called his name a few times tonight. They're going to lose a yard. So let's go bring up third and long for them. Now third, and we're going to call it 8. Abbeville with the ball sitting right on top of the 45-yard line.
We haven't done too terribly bad for first game, getting names
You know,
and numbers.
you know.
I don't know how it's coming out over there, but so far
hopefully
from this end, it's not near as bad as it has been sometimes in the past. All right, Abbeville back to pass, throws to the left side. Got a man wide open. Our defender just ran past him. Got a reception, got the first down. What happened with our defender? The ball was up in the air, and he just...
I don't know what...
Did he lose the ball?
I don't know.
It's the only explanation I have. He was there. He should have had to play, but he never saw the ball.
Yeah, that's he couldn't have seen the ball.
Yeah. So the ball is on about the 11 or 12-yard line. They go from the 45 down to the close to the 10, over 30-something yards on that play. Ah, that hurts.
They're back in the wishbone. Everything's in tight, toe-to-toe on the offensive line. Hand off to that number 24, going around the left side. He just keeps driving, inside the 5, down near the goal line. I think they're going to mark it about the 1 and the yard and a half, between the 1 and 2 yard line.
They do have room to get a first down.
I was just looking at that. It's going to be second and about a half a yard, and second and a yard and a half for a touchdown. And somebody called time to go in the third quarter. So we're just going to have to see what Lincoln County come back out and do with our first possession of the second half.
All right, you want to, well, I don't know. They did fix to tee it up here in a second. I was going to say
Yeah.
take a quick commercial, but we're going to keep it right here.
We'll stay right here and see what happens.
That hurts, but we're tied up at 14.
We got hands people up on the front line here.
Looks
we're
like it, don't it?
anticipating onside kick. 25, 34, 10, 9. Up front, they're doing that little shallow pooch kick. It's going to come down at about the 30, roll back to the 24, picked up, run straight back up the middle. Who was that on?
Jones
on the return back up to the 34, and that's where we'll start our first possession of the second half with 8:20 to go in the third quarter. Lincoln County 14, Abbeville 14.
Yeah, they like I said, they just hit that big deep pattern. That was a big old receiver they had down there a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna see what we can open up with here in the second half.
Sherman back there in the shotgun again. And he's going to hand to Jones, going around that right side. Hit at the line. Gets nothing out of it. They're going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they really, they pretty much, the second quarter, Doug, we had 20 yards running the football. So they really shutting our running game down, it seems like.
All right, we got 3 receivers on the left side. Number 5, Jatavius Marshall's out there with number 2 and 87. Sherman rolling left to this side where they were, and he's going to fire it out of bounds. Going to be incomplete, bringing up 3rd and 10 for Lincoln County with the ball on our own 33-yard line. 7:47 to go into 3rd quarter.
Just kind of ain't what we was looking for.
No, not at all.
We're tied at 14, and unless we do something here.
If we don't do it here, it's going to be punt away.
Exactly.
Got the 3 receivers on the left side, 1 right, shotgun formation, back there by himself, looking to pass, getting pressured, gets the pass off. He's got incomplete.
Wow, he got that mighty,
Sagas had it, and he got hit from behind, and the ball, it just never got a chance to wrap it up good. So it's going to bring up 4th down on the incomplete pass.
Franklin throwed a strike, and just, that was pretty good timing. That was close.
Yeah.
So, but he was there. I thought we maybe going to try to
couldn't have thrown it any better.
Right, a little screen out here to Jones and maybe see what could happen there. But we're going to give them the football back, 3 and out for us, unfortunately.
Moore will be standing back on the 20-yard line to punt away. Abbeville's receiver standing on their 32. Good snap back to him. He gets it away. It's going to land, going to be fielded at about the 25. And the return man drops the ball, picks it up, scrambling around, fumbles again, and I think we're going to recover.
You think so?
I think we do.
We're saying we do. We do have it.
42 is coming up, running off the field with the ball. Jarvis Jones, a senior, he was right there. He fumbled that ball. He
fumbled it a bunch of times.
He just dropped the ball.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
You dropped it?
Wait a minute. They got to say we got the football. That was a fumble. Wow.
No way. They might be saying it, but it ain't.
It ain't so. It ain't so.
It ain't so, Rachel.
Now, Coach will pitch a duck here. I can promise you. Abbott was pretty confident that they got the football. Their guys were saying it's ours.
The officials are talking about it. The ball come loose. Then his knee went down.
Yeah, we got it. There you go. They got it right. They got it right. I think.
And sitting there talking about it, making sure you get everybody in to say what they saw. If you didn't see it, say you didn't see it, and whoever saw what they saw.
Right.
I'm glad they saw what we saw.
And I think they got it right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we catch a break. Hopefully. Now we get it right back to them.
And who gets?
Well, just can't stand prosperity tonight.
And the thing on that, they had to discuss the other one. This one, the white hat.
You didn't have to worry about it.
He immediately turned and said, before we even saw it was a fumble, he didn't say who recovered it. And he may have seen the guy fall on it.
Yeah, I did. I saw him. I saw him. Well, we just wasted about 10 seconds, and it's 7:19 to go into third quarter.
Tit for tat and right back to him.
And we don't know who's supposed to be in and out. We got guys running in and out, and Coach Banks is.
They're ready to go, and we're still trying to figure out who's supposed to be where out there.
We went right by him.
We're running a fire drill out there.
Wow, they just cranking it right, just driving it down our throat right now. I mean, that's, 6 yards, 5 yards? I mean, he hits that hole, and they're there, so we're...
I think we got away with 12 men on the field that time.
We appreciate that.
All right, Abbeville in the wishbone. What we got?
There's a flag.
There's a flag.
Sideline infraction.
Yeah.
This will be against us, well.
Yeah, but...
Okay, they call that on Coach Banks. He was Of course, he's the defense coordinator. He's got to step forward and so he can get the defenses called.
Right.
Hey, everything's up tight out of this wishbone. Going to hand to the
good job. Fumble.
Again.
They got back on.
Got it back.
Wow.
Who
good job, Gladman.
was the quarterback keeping the ball?
No, they hit the tailback come out 22, and Gladman really, I mean, he did a form tackle, and they give him about a couple extra feet. Well, the fumble went forward just a little bit.
I'm having to look through this glass. It's got a lot of glare on it. It's hard to pick up everything. That's why I keep leaning over in front of it.
I thought my cologne smelled good. So
well,
third down and 2.
Is that glare or condensation from the air conditioning?
It might be.
You gotta love him.
It's double pane glass with some fog in between the glass, I guess. Running play from Abbeville coming to the right side. I believe he's got that first.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's got it. You know, Coach Matthews told me, he said, Addison, they go keep the football. He said they go keep the football, and they are really.
And they did. You know, you look, first half they ran 27 plays.
And we ran
17.
Yeah.
They had it 10 plays more than we did.
Exactly. And you wouldn't. I mean, they've already ran 10 plays this half to us 3. Well, 4 counting the fumble.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Abbeville. The ball on their own 38.
Fumble again.
There'll be another fumble. They're going to recover it on their own, but they're going to lose some yards all the way back to the 35.
Can anybody say lucky?
I'm telling you, man, that thing's bouncing right back to them in there.
I'm not sure that's not A for Alabama on their helmet.
So we're at 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and it's been all Abbeville this quarter so far, and it's a 14-14 game. Still a pretty decent football game.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a good ball game.
It's, you know, the jerseys are wet with sweat by now, and I know that's having a factor.
Abbeville's got everything in tight in this. They're running it. Got the back going on the sweep to the left side. He's going to pick up about 12 yards maybe. Still going to be short of the first because they lost some yards.
By the time they turn the corner, it looks like they.
Well, you know, one of the things that's hard, Addison, that ball in those color jerseys.
Who has got it?
Yeah.
That maroon jersey's hard to find the ball in it.
Yeah, it is almost
it's
the
the
same
maroon
colors
jersey plus the yellow numbers. It's all blended.
Yeah. So third and a yard and a half.
Like I said, everything's up tight. Nobody's out wide. They're in the wishbone. Quarterback hands to his fullback, and we shut it down. They're going to bring up 4th.
We blitzed off this left side. Was it 5? Was it Marshall, I believe, maybe. Somebody really caused some chaos back there in that backfield. They're going to lose a couple and bring up a 4th down for Abbeville. So
it's a big call for them. They're in their own territory.
Oh, yeah, I think they're going to kick it. We're down to 3:40 to go in the third quarter, 14-14.
But I don't know that I wouldn't try to go with a hard count and try to draw us off. That'd be what I'd do.
They've got a guy coming out here late.
That's not illegal substitution. They don't broke huddle.
You know, I don't.
They
I
broke
think
huddle.
you can't break the huddle with extra. Now, I'm guessing that.
It's a high snap. It comes down.
We
block it.
Oh, was it their guy? Was it their guy? Okay, their guy got it.
Their guy? What did we do? Push him into it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we put a little pressure, and he stepped back, and next thing you know, so that goes as about a minus 5-yard punt.
Yep. So we're going to get the ball.
Well, actually, about where it was. It's on the 45 now.
Right at the 45.
So, yeah.
The nose of it is just inside the 45.
Yeah. So that's a couple of breaks now. We need to see if we can take advantage of it. 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Lincoln County 14, Abbeville 14. We still got Sherman in at quarterback.
He's got a setback with him. 3 receivers on the left side.
They're
I think they
offsides.
jump off if nobody didn't move up on our front line. And then they're going to say it was Abbeville that jumped. At least by the posture I'm seeing of the official.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Offsides.
So to bring up 1st and 5, the ball on the Abbeville 40.
Once again, the refs are letting them play, or they're just playing a good, clean football game.
We got 6'2" and 87 wide on the left side. That's your lottery pick 3 numbers for the night.
You crazy thing.
Sherman back in the shotgun. He's going to throw it out.
Intercepted.
Number 2, Mason's got to chase him down, get him. Brings him down at the 15. Receiver, their defender just stepped up. Got it. Nobody between him. Mason had to chase him down. Of course, was that Sherman coming back across to assist?
He was coming after him.
The momentum and breaks have all been
gracious alive.
Abbeville the second half.
Yeah, you just can't do this with a team that good.
They're going to put it in and score on you, and then just play control of the ball.
So we really look good for a little while.
Abbeville's putting one wide out on the short side of the field, one setback. Quarterback going to hand to him.
He fumbled it.
Fumbles.
Lincoln County's ball.
And we get it back.
Stephen Morris has got 3. Stephen Morris.
That is 5 fumbles for Abbeville tonight. Something like that, it's almost got to be. Those jerseys are saturated with sweat. And that thing
the jerseys, the arms, the hands.
Yeah, everything is just.
I mean, my shirt's wet up here.
And we're in the air conditioning, Dan. Doug.
I've been steadily clicking my pen. I'd have worked up a sweat.
So we
the air-conditioned booth.
I'm in air conditioning. I'm sweting.
Hey,
y'all want a skirt to come up there? I'm telling you.
You don't know what it's like to have extra insulation.
All right, so we just didn't do nothing but lose 50, 40
I got about an R50 rating.
So
what are you?
I'm 40.
And quarterback's going to keep. I thought it was a fumble, but there's a shoe on the field down there.
I was going, Lord have mercy, not again.
Could you imagine a player seeing the shoe on the field and think it's a fumble and go dive
on it?
Brandon Biles was blocking so hard he came out of his shoe.
So we pick up 4. We got 2nd down and 6. We're getting late now in the 3rd, and it's tied at 14. We finally got a plus on the running side.
Official timeout.
Yeah, we got a.
Somebody's shoulder pad straps coming.
I think it's Franklin's. Yeah, 2:27 to go in the 3rd quarter, 14-14. Wow, we've thrown an interception, then they come down and they fumble it, and this, that, and the other. And are we going to have to call time here? Or?
He doesn't have a string in his shoulder pads. The string came out.
All right, so we're going to go take a commercial break, Brother Doug and Brother Dan.
And the official gave us a break there.
Sure did.
It was equipment thing, and he calls a.
Doug, we've got 4 yards of total offense this half.
2:26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tie ball game. Lincoln County with the ball. 2 receivers on the left side wide, 1 on the right side. 1 setback with Sherman back there in the backfield. Abbeville with a 4-man front. Sherman rolling left, looking, throws back across to Mason, throws it behind him. He had to reach his backside arm out, try to grab it, but it's going to be an incomplete. Going to bring up 3rd down. Passing's been our weak thing in the 2nd half.
Yeah, Mason tried to do a little drag across the middle, which I think if he'd have let him, it looked like he might have had a little room over there on that right side. So we're 3rd down and 6, 2:20 to go in the 3rd, and it's 14-14.
Big 3rd down. We need to convert this one right here. Got 3 receivers on the left side. Sherman rolling left, throws incomplete on the left side. They're going to bring up 4. Threw off balance. What did he plan? He wouldn't get that rush. I was looking downfield, but
yeah, they blitzed off this right side and really put the pressure on him.
And I think right now he's out of adrenaline flowing. He can't seem to slow himself down a little.
Because he had, any one of those 3 receivers could have been throwing the ball catchable.
Yeah.
Moore will be standing back on the 6-yard line to punt. Receivers back on the 40, their 40. What are we waiting on?
I don't know.
All right, snap is there.
Ooh, they got it.
They block it. He gets blocked, but he does manage to get upfield a little ways.
We never touched that guy. We never touched him.
He just came in from that right side. Yeah. I don't know whose responsibility it was, but
just pretty as you please.
Got a hand on it. So Abbeville will take over on this block punt on our 25.
They're too good.
We're saying
doing this too.
keep we're going to keep making breaks for y'all. Y'all going to score on us.
Yeah, you just can't. 2:05 to go into third. 14-14. Now we're starting to
have such a good first half.
Yeah.
Second half has been sloppy.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts. All right, Abbeville puts a wide on the right side. 2 setbacks. Quarterback's going to keep himself, and he's going to slide down, reaches forward, maybe going to get a yard out of the reach out.
We've got one down on the field. That's Darian Gladman getting up a little slow.
He's kind of acting like a little cramp there, maybe, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
He's got that stiff leg.
Yep.
He didn't cramped up in the. He's wanting to run it off and stay in the game. He needs to come out. He's too stiff-legged.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to do nothing but hurt us there, you know.
So we're 14-14 with 1:51 to go in the third. We got to have a stop right here.
Another one, yeah. You know,
all right. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, 14-14, but we're trying our best to keep giving the ball over to Abbeville to give them opportunities.
Yeah, our boys are playing hard. We just can't crack that thing.
And that wishbone, everything's in tight. Handing to the last back coming around. He's got the corner turn to 20, to 15, to 10, and stumbles down at the 5, picking up a first down. They're going to say he's actually down at the 4.
Now, I'm going to tell you, that's just a great call. They sucking us in, and then they pop that thing off right tackle or right end, and he goes 20 yards.
First and goal from the 4 for Abbeville. Minute 24 in the third quarter. Tied up at this moment.
Yeah.
Subject to change on any play. Still going with everything in and tight. The linemen are toe-to-toe. Hand to the second back again. Tries to go off the left guard tackle spot. Stack it up. Gets a yard and a half, so it's going to bring up second and goal. From about the 2, it looks like maybe.
Yeah, go give him a couple of yards on that. Wow, I mean, this half has been totally dominated by Abbeville. I mean, this is just. Of course, it's not over. We're just fixing to end the third here.
Yep, got another whole quarter of play.
Yeah. Well, once again, we're playing hard, y'all. It ain't like we're laying down or anything.
Still in that wishbone. Everything's tight. Quarterback stumbles, hands off. Second effort. They're going to drive him in, or is he going to get in? No. Got a flag. Flag. He doesn't get in. Let's see what the flag is. Either way, he doesn't score.
Oh, trying to push him in by a lineman.
All right.
Wow.
Finally, they call something against him.
So that'll move it back.
Is that 5 or 10? Anyway, it don't matter. That's good. 5-yard penalty. Gonna push it back out to the 6.
Is it gonna be 5 and loss of down?
I don't know if it's a loss of down or not.
We'll find out in a second. They're gonna put it back to the 6-yard line. Be 6 and goal. 6 yards to go. Still second down, they're saying.
And it looks like they're going to try
I think they're going to stay in the huddle to run the third quarter out, 10 seconds to go, and that's what it's going to be. And then they'll have to switch all the way down to the other end of the field. And we'll start the fourth and final quarter of play. But through 3 complete quarters, Lincoln County 14, Abbeville. Going to be second and goal from the 6 for Abbeville. Down on my end of the field that I got to look through the smoke glass.
Doug, they've run 14, 15 plays. We ran 6.
Oh, and Timmy's trying to take the camera is looking right at the post. You can't move it. Can you move the tripod a little bit
Let's
when it's
move
there?
that post. Just get your saw and cut that post.
Lean the camera and let them get a cockeyed angle. There you go.
All right, here we go.
So if you're seeing that, it's tilted, it's because we had to move the camera.
He's in. Wow.
Is he in? Yes. Abbeville scores on the first play of the fourth quarter. Got 11:54 in, still on the clock.
I can tell you right now, that wasn't anything but Will. He didn't have a whole lot of blocking over there. He just busted off the line and back into the end zone. Number 3.
So,
all right.
We were ahead, now we are behind. 11:54 to go in the football game. They're fixing to try their PAT.
Snaps there, kick is up. Far enough, high enough, good enough. Kick is good. This is the first time we haven't been behind since, actually we haven't been behind since 7 minutes to go in the first quarter because we tied it up there.
Right. Let's see, I've got them running 14, 15,
Lincoln
16.
County 14, Abbeville 21. Abbeville is up by 7.
1, 2. We've ran 5 plays, they've ran 16.
In the third quarter?
Yeah, you're not going to win like that, my friend.
No. Too many mistakes, too much. Yeah. You don't want to say sloppy play, but it was sloppy play.
It's headed that way. Maybe somehow, some way, just don't get down and, you know. Coach Matthews told me, he said, they go score. He said, there ain't no doubt. So we just got to find a way to do it.
All right, they're getting set to kick off. Ball is on the 40. They got it teed in the midfield part of it. Line drive type kick. It's going to be bobbled. Picked up at the 15 by our ball carrier. Got a lane. Got one man to beat. Got a tackle. He's going to get pulled down from behind, but he's going to cross the 50 before he does it.
I'm going to tell you, that cat, who was that for them? Number 5. Or Darius Stewart, man. I thought Jones was gone, but when Stewart got a full speed, he ran him down pretty quick. But we're on their 40-yard line, so hey, let's take advantage of it this one time.
Maybe being behind's fired them up. Let's see what kind of character we got there, and let's get it rolling.
Yeah. We're at 11:44 to go in this football game. We're down 7 now, 21-14.
Wide on the right side. Got 2 wides left. Shotgun again. Sherman back there in motion, left or right. There's Scott in the motion. And we're going to hand the ball off, and he's going to be 24 coming around the right side. 34, okay.
I think I was right there. Deshaun Taylor.
Deshaun Taylor.
Picks up about
Get some fresh legs in there, maybe? Has he been in there?
No, he ain't been in there at all, I don't think now. I haven't seen him.
He's been in there a couple of plays on offense, but he's been mostly playing linebacker on defense.
Okay. All right. He got some size to him.
He's a big boy.
He's kind of bulky.
And they say he can bench about 315.
Oh, man.
He's a sophomore, according
to let him take it up the middle and just run over some folk. And it's going to be a Sherman keeper coming around the right side. He's got a lane open at 30, 25.
We got what we holding
got a
down
flag.
here?
I think it's going to be holding. Got another flag after that flag. Did they both see the same thing, or do they see something different?
Abbeville was saying this on us.
Holding?
Yeah.
Against us.
It's going to take away a first down, but if it's from the spot of the foul, we're still going to have second and pretty short.
Yeah.
But that negates a good run by Sherman. So that's just our second penalty of the game. So we're going to bring up now second and maybe 2, Doug, something like that.
Let's see where they're going to end up finally marking it down. Second and 2.
So we'd win about 15 yards.
Yeah.
Game's going to be second, yeah.
All right, you got Deshaun Taylor back to set back with Sherman back there in the backfield in the shotgun. And they're going to hand to Taylor, who's going to try to go up the middle, and they read it, they stacked it. He may have got back to the line.
Yeah, we got a bad spot there. He got back. He's saying we're losing a yard and a half.
He got back to the line.
Yeah, that's where they.
Be third and a yard and a half.
And Big Taylor went out, looked like holding a shoulder maybe. Wow.
All right, we're going to bring everything up tight. Is that Morris in the backfield?
Yeah.
The lone setback, everything's up tight. Sherman's under the center. And we're going to do a little inside handoff to the tailback, the wing back. Who was that?
Like,
Jones?
Yeah.
He's out there on the left wing, come back across, do a little crossbuck type of play and hand it to him, sliding off the right tackle.
Spring
in guard spot, picks up the first. That's what we need. Get the first down and do it again. 1st and 10.
There we go. We're down to 10 minutes to go in the football game. We're down 21-14, but We're on their 26-yard line.
Jones in the backfield. He's on the left side of Sherman. 2 wides on the left. It's the wide side of the field. Sherman looking to pass. Seeing nothing there, and just tucks it and tries to get back up. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be about 1.5 yards short. He gets back to about the 29 and a half. And he had to get up to about the 27.
So we're 2nd and 12. 9.5 to go in the game. We are behind 21-14. 2 second-half touchdowns so far by Abbeville has got us down a touchdown now.
All right, let's see what we do. Jones is set back in the shotgun with Mason in motion, left to right, right to left, going to hand to Jones. Goes left, cuts back right, gets to the 25, but still got a long way to go to get the first down. We're going to bring up third. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Ball's on the 25. We got to get it down to what, about the 17, 18? About the 17 is where we got to get to.
21-14 to score. And
3 receivers on the left side. What we're going to do, he's going to roll left, looking, throws back right. He's got number 7 out here with a reception.
Down to about the 12. That was a good play call.
That's a first down.
Yep.
First down.
That was a good call.
Did Banks take a couple steps downfield and then come back?
Yeah, exactly. That was a nice little, kind of like a little screen.
Kind of drive the guy downfield, then come back. He come back underneath, got the ball, and he just picked up.
Yeah, we sent a couple of lead blockers out there for him, too.
So we look like we got Jones grabbing his top of his toes. I hope he's not cramping up. They got a guy down that never saw him, I guess.
But the thing is, he was standing on the sideline, then sat down on the field.
Huh. I guess that thing must have grabbed him right there. You know, when them things grab you, though, buddy, you got to go.
That's a good way to get the play to
yeah,
stop.
That's true. I know.
He was standing on the sideline, then fell or sit down on the field, and the coach hollered over the referee, "Look, he's sitting down here." Oh man.
Okay.
Bring me some cornbread with them collard greens. Home cooking. All right.
That was a new
3
one.
receivers to the left. Shotgun. Sherman looking left. Throws across the middle. Got a receiver.
Great catch.
It's a reception,
Wesley
and it's a touchdown.
Wow.
Diving catch, sliding, scoops it. I thought for a second they were going to call him for trapping, but he didn't.
That was a beautiful catch
Yes,
by
it
Wesley
was.
Scott right across the middle. I'm afraid I'll have to give the props to Big Dave Fernandez over here, saying we need to see Rusty right over the middle. So he made the call ahead of time.
What was the yardage on that?
24 yards, I think. Well, no.
19?
12 yards.
12
12 yards, yeah. Because we went
Ron
from the
Sherman.
24 to the 12.
Dylan Arthur getting set to kick. Kick is up. High enough, far enough. And
it
it is good.
Well, I'm going to tell you, they answered the call now,
Yep.
so that was good. I'm proud of the boys there. Now, who knows how it's going to end up, but we didn't quit. We had an opportunity to lay down there and just quit, and we didn't do it. We come back, a couple of great catches, great offensive calls.
Yes.
You know, when they're doing something stopping you, you just got to look for ways to counter them.
So we got a 21-21 ball game, 8:04 to go in the fourth quarter.
Now, the question, do they do OT here?
I don't know.
I don't know that I would.
I don't
just
know that you
because
would in
it's
a
non-region
non-region
game. I guess it's up to the principals. I think that's what I've always kind of heard in a.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. Maybe
I'd say on a hot
somebody
night
knows.
like this, if they take it to a tie, go on home.
Yeah. All right, this is big here, Brother Doug. If we
Yep.
keep this momentum up.
All right, Lincoln County kicking off after just scoring. Going to kick that kind of line drive kick. It's going to be fielded at the 11-yard line by Abbeville. Comes up the middle, cuts to the right. Somebody dives for him. He cuts back to the left, trying to get to the outside over here. He's got a little lane, and we finally end up bringing him down at the 30. Several shots for him across field. Got a flag way across field.
It's a big old
That
flag.
was, that was a block in the back. Somebody blocked Deshaun in the back on that play.
Well, we like that. 7:52 to go in the game, and you're all tied up, and it looks like a big penalty coming against Abbeville. They just had 4 tonight, and this will be a 5th one, apparently. Yep, you got it. Good call over there, Dandy Dan.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell you what the scoring was at the end of the game or not. I got pizza grease all
I
over
see
my
that, but I
notepad.
saw that after you done ate it, you crazy thing.
I have some paper towels underneath, but it was a good hot cheesy pizza that just bled right through that paper towel.
Yeah, we appreciate both years we've been over here now. These guys up in the press box have treated us really, really nice. A couple years ago, if I could Doug, it was hot dogs. Man, it was some good hot dogs too.
Maybe that's why they limit the number of people that gets in the press box.
That may be a good
They don't have
idea.
to feed so many.
Wow, now you're talking about another one of those big penalties. It takes it from their 30 inside their 15. So a 15-yard penalty.
Addison.
Yes, sir.
I just got a call from Crawford. They said the signal over the air is very filled with static. We may want to try to reconnect.
Okay.
All right.
If you'll bear with us, we're going to hang up and we're going to call back to see if we can
Jimmy,
get this.
run a commercial and we're going to hang up and call you back.
Kyle Boyles on the keeper. Tackle made by number 25, James Carter. Number 33, Stephen Morris. Local county. Small is spotted on the 16-yard line.
It's busy.
2 on the play. Second down and 8.
Jimmy, if you can hear us, we need to be taken off the air. All right, there we go. Hey, Jimmy? Hey, hello. Hey, is this Jimmy? Hey, we got a call that was very bad back home on the TV network.
On the stream.
And we just want to try to reconnect, see if that helped it. All right, thank you, buddy. Let us know when we're back on.
Ball spotted on the 24-yard line. It's third and short.
They're just going to start calling and just flip it to us when you do.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Abbeville gets the first down. It's going to be a first down at about the 25. Official's timeout on the field. What is the official timeout for?
It's a first down.
First down.
It's a timeout for water.
Water break.
Water break.
They had about, in case you missed it, they had Doug, a third and a maybe.
Man, these big old beetles are flying in here. There's some hard-shell beetles. Like somebody shooting BBs in here. You want him?
We understand that it's not very good connection back at on the live TV or whatever, and we apologize, and we're going to do our best, and we'll try to get it worked out, Doug. Sorry you missed that call.
Hey, we throw him for a loss on that first down play, back to about the 23-yard line, so it's going to bring up second and...
It was about 3, don't well,
second and 13.
Yeah,
6 minutes to go in the ball game.
Back at the station, if you can hear us, I'm assuming the first half was good. I don't know maybe what had happened to our feed, to our live link in the LCTV station.
Atmospheric pressure.
I don't know, something. Something. But I can promise y'all,
in the
we
stratosphere.
ain't touched nothing here. Second and 12 and a half, 13.
All right, do a little reverse action. 24's got the lane on the sideline. It's at the 40 and out of bounds at midfield.
Great call. I mean,
got everything rolling right.
Yeah.
He came back across from right to left and handed off to him. And he just took the lane.
26 yards, and they just suckered us in again.
We were also being held on that side. I could see it bright, just plain as day, and they didn't call it.
So it's going to be first and 10, the ball touching the 50-yard line, 5 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the football game. We're tied at 21, but Abbeville converted a big, long 2nd and 13 play.
All right, 5:26 to go, tie ball game. Abbeville with the ball at midfield, first down. It's going to be a toss to the tailback coming from right to left. He's got a seam again. One man finally drags him down. Got him by the face mask. Hey, if he don't get him by the face mask,
it's touchdown.
It's touchdown, so take the penalty and hope you can hold it.
I mean, he
wasn't grabbing. He was grabbing for shoulder, but he got face mask. It's kind of obvious when the guy's running one way and he just kind of your hands out there and he's just spinning around your hand. It's a pretty good idea that you face mask.
Now we've got guys cramping up. Now we got, that. So it's going to put the ball first down on our 15-yard line in 5 minutes, and they are really striking hard.
You know what? If they're going to score, I'd just assume they go ahead and do it and give us time to score
exactly.
again.
So we can only hope maybe for a turnover. We got Jones who's asking for help. He's cramping up.
I thought that was somebody down by the goalpost cramping up. There was a player, but it's somebody with a camera on his knee.
Oh, yeah.
Got a white shirt on with some straps on, look like our jerseys.
So Old Mo's moved back over here to the guys in Bergen.
All right, first down for Abbeville. They're just going to hand it to the back, going straight up the middle, right off our right guard spot.
Wow.
Picks up about 5 yards, and that's all they want to do. They just want to.
Oh, absolutely.
They would love to make this a 4-down drive and use about 3 minutes off the clock right here.
Oh, yeah. So the ball's on our 10. We're down under 5 minutes to go, and we're tied at 21, but they're on our 10.
Actually, they would probably love to make this a 6-down drive.
Yes, absolutely.
And score with little to no time left if they had their way. Got one setback, got man in motion right left. They're going to toss to the motion man, coming to the left side. Thing they scored got the big yardage off of a while ago. This time gets maybe a yard out of it. Going to bring up third and 3.
I don't know about that, man. How about 2? It's 2 standing over here on the side.
All right, he's moving the marker. He's moving the marker now. Thank you, Dan, for getting me straight.
All right, we're down to 4 minutes, and this is definitely 4-down territory for us. So we can only hope for maybe a turnover somehow.
And they want to use every bit of time they can off that clock. Because they got an extra point kicker that can kick a field goal from right in there.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, we stuff him in the backfield, throw him for a little bit of a loss, back to about the 10-yard line at least. They may mark him on the
10.
11.
That right there was pretty.
All right.
Wow, we blitzed in there and really racked him hard. And they're going to kick it, Doug.
All right.
Down to 3 minutes.
They will probably let it run down and probably use a timeout right near the last second they can get to give us the least amount of time to put a sustained drive together.
Yeah.
Hoping they can get the.
Because we're always running a 2-minute offense.
Yeah.
They got it.
Yep. Field goal. What was that?
It was on the 10, 27 yards.
27-yard field goal with 3 minutes, 3:03 to go. What did you say, 23?
27.
27-yard field goal.
So, Abbeville takes a
21-23.
Yeah, 24-21 lead.
24.
And we are going to get a chance, though. And I don't think you got to worry about overtime. We're not. Coach will go 4 downs everywhere he goes. And I'm going to tell you something.
3 minutes and 2 timeouts.
It's been a good football game.
It has been.
Win, lose, or draw here. I know there's areas we need to improve on, but being the first game against a quality opponent, it ain't over. However, I'm not saying that, but we've got a chance to at least get the football here and do something with it, Doug. This is all we can ask for.
And we're waiting for the kick. 3:03 to play in the ball game. Lincoln County again trailing by 3 points, 21-24. It's going to be one of those little high short kicks. Going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. He lets his wall get in front of him. That's Jones. And he's going to get it out to the 35. That's where we'll start.
You know, we could have been in trouble. That number 5 for us when that ball was kicked did kind of wave his hand. If you may see this on TV later, but of course they since he didn't receive it, I guess that's okay. But, so we're 65 yards away from pay dirt with 3 minutes to go. We've got time.
You adjust my
What you
my
mean,
headset.
right?
I can't half hear you. There,
How about
that's
now?
better. That's better.
Okay. All righty.
Thought I was losing you. Sherman back in the shotgun again. He's got Scott in motion. That's not Scott. Sherman's going to keep it, but we got a flag on the play, and he's going to pick up a lot of positive yards.
He's going to score probably, but it ain't going to matter.
He's at the 30, brought down at about the 26.
Well,
but it's going to come back. It's going to come back because we got Holman back here on the 20, on our 27. Of course, and again, did the hole set it up where he could have got? If he hadn't held, would he gotten tackled back there?
Their guys saw it up here. I don't know who it was on, but their guys called it. Even up here in the booth, they were saying, he's holding him.
That could have been a big break for us right there without that hole.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, you got all momentum and everything coming this way now. And now we're 2nd and 20. That could break your heart. We're going to find out and see. And we got to take Franklin out and give him a break after that. And we got going to put Moore in at quarterback.
Coming in.
So now we're
Moore in at quarterback.
Is that a 15? What? I'm not sure. That Dan, you can help me. Is it from the spot of the foul? Holding?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Moore in at the shotgun. Rolling left. Rolling. Throws. Incomplete pass. We've got to get all. Okay, we've got to get all the way up to the 41. The ball's back on the 15.
I never. All right, so we're 2nd and forever. We got 25 yards to go for a first down.
3 receivers on the left side. Moore rolling to the left side. Reverses, throws back to number 7, who's got the ball, picking up some yards, but not nearly enough. Banks on the reception. Same pass where he kind of takes off a couple steps downfield, then comes back, takes the ball pass underneath. But we've got to get that all the way up to the 41. We've got to get the ball downfield.
We're down to 2 minutes to go. We're down 3.
Moore back there, shotgun again, rolling left, rolling, looking. All right, he dumps it off to number 87. He's got it upfield. Going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down. What's this going to be? 3rd down? I thought he was going to tuck it and go. He had about 10 yards.
Down.
3rd, and I'm sure
it's 4th.
And you know we're going for it, and they got no reason to punt.
4th down. I hope we know it's 4th down.
4th and a yard. You're right. This ball game could be hinged on this play right here. Go. Keep the ball. Run it. Get the first down.
He's got it.
He's got the first down.
First down, Lincoln County out to the 49.
Rosen out. He was looking to pass it. Like he had 4 yards, and all they had to do was step up 2, and he does, and gets that first down. Got number 24 hobbling off the field. Looks like the cramp monster got him. That's Marcel Daniel.
Marcel's been battling cramps the whole second half.
Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. It's running.
Minute 17 in the ball game. Lincoln County trailing by 3. Moore back in the shotgun, stands in the pocket, drops it off, dumps it off. Got a reception. The number 6, Scott, at the 40, and he's slow getting up. I think he might have fell down on his ankle kind of strong.
Yeah, he's hobbling. He's got to hurry up and get out of here. We're at a minute of 7. We're 40 yards away from maybe snatching one away from Abbeville.
This one's coming down to the wire. This, all right.
Now, does that cost us a timeout?
In the 40.
The clock has started.
6.
It started.
2 timeouts left is what we have. Down to 1 minute now. Moore back. Throws out in the left flats. He's got his receiver, 87.
Now
He
let's call
stays inbounds.
time now. Let's call time.
He stays in bounds.
Oh,
keeps
come on,
the
call
clock
time,
running.
Coach. Call time.
It's going to bring up
You're gonna-
2nd and 1. Clock steadily running down to 43. We got to air it out to the end zone now, fellas, or either spike it or get the first down and stop the clock. We're going to air it out. Moore drops back, throws across the middle. Almost intercepted.
It looks like we got 2 timeouts, and I would not
Got 2
question
timeouts,
Coach for
30
nothing,
seconds.
but I maybe would have kind of huddled up there and kind of given us a. Wow, they dropped an interception, folks.
And I'm not so, it's anybody's guess what we do if we get it down to about the 10.
Yeah,
And time for one play, whether we go for the
I'd
tie.
say he'd go for it because overtime, you just, I don't know.
It's anybody's guess. It'd be a coin toss.
But you asked for a good game, we got one.
We've got it. It's going to come down to the last play. Moore throws across the middle. Incomplete. Clock stops at 25 seconds.
Man, Banks almost made a great catch down here on about 15, but just couldn't quite grab it.
4th and 1. We got to pick up the first down now, folks.
I'd roll him maybe and let him pick and choose.
Just put him up there, do quarter. Moore's big enough to get the first down. All he's got to do is get the ball and just hold it over the center's head to get the first down. That's how close it is.
Yeah.
Who's
Abbeville's
calling?
gonna call
Abbeville's
time.
going to call
Smart by
time.
them.
Hey, Verizon Radio Shack. That's the extra plug right there.
There you go.
4th and inches. We got to pick up the first. Trying to draw them all sides. Going with hard counts. It hadn't happened yet. Moore gets it. He's got the first down and then some. Low to Wilson.
Now
Stop
we need
the
to call
clock.
time. We got 2 timeouts left.
Or spike the ball. Just get up there and spike. Go on and get your offense ready. With the timeout, we should have went on the call the second play.
We have, but
It ought to be in the queue. Line up. Don't look over the side. You know what it is. Go. Clock hasn't started. Clock started now. Now we're ready. 19
why ain't we
seconds.
using our timeouts?
Moore rolling right. Got receivers flooding the field. Throw it to the sideline, and then it's reception caught out of bounds. 12 seconds down to the 15. Banks on the reception. Another first down. This is going to come down.
You got 2 plays.
2
3
plays.
maybe.
Like I said, if he gets down within the 10, it's anybody's guess whether he goes for the end zone or goes for the field goal. Moore in the shotgun. He's got the one setback. You know he's going to be passing. Stepping back, looking, throws to the side again.
Oh, in and out of his hands.
In and out of his hands, down to 7 seconds. Possibly time for 2 more plays if it's caught and out of bounds immediately. You got to go for the end zone on this play. You got to go to the end zone.
Well, we got a timeout, so.
Mason was open in the middle that time.
Yeah, I think there, Dan, he looked like he had his mind made up, kind of,
Yeah, there was never any look any other way.
Yeah.
10-yard pass is going to eat up too much time. You got to go end zone.
Boy, this is fun right here now. Look, we have
7.7 second to go in the ball game. Moore's got the ball, looking, throws across the middle. Incomplete. 2.9 seconds.
This is it now for sure.
This
Doug.
will be barring a
This is the final
defensive penalty.
play. I don't know. He was close. I don't know if he was in or not.
He was right at the goal line. It would have been where the ball was.
Uh-huh.
We're
going to kick it,
field
Doug.
goal.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
All right, Dylan will be. What are we? All right, he's going to be. They're going to be teeing it up on the 22.
Wow, it's a 32-yarder.
32 yard. Has he got that range? I don't know. We'll find out. It's up.
He's got it.
He's got it.
Oh,
They're staying wide. They're staying wide. I said it didn't look wide, but I don't know from here. But that's the way a game like this, going down to the last play. Hey, he had the distance.
He thumped it. He really did. He really did. I thought we'd have went for it.
Well, 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 well.
All right. Well, we
We're
drop
waiting
it
on Dan to
24-21.
catch up with Coach. It'll be just a few minutes on that. Jimmy, when we wrap up here, play the Elvis song after we wrap up, and that'll be the end of it. But we're waiting right now for Dan to catch up with Coach and get get his comments right
Coach,
quick.
I know it was a hard-fought game, but I know.
Breaking up.
Well, you know, they in mid-season form. You know, they've had 4 scrimmages, and, you know, played 2 jamborees, and they played a game at 0 cramp. Cramps killed us. 24 is our leading rusher. He returned kicks, returned punts. Wasn't able to practice since Monday because of heat, and we're going to be better. We're going to be better. It's just a hard loss for me.
Yes, sir. I know you have to put up with a lot of trash talk, but I appreciate it. Boys work real hard.
I appreciate it, Dan.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.